live with AirPlay 2021.
Hi, welcome to AirPlay 21. This is almost the end of our season. We have one more show next week, and it's a Determined Women segment. Today's show, we have little quirks at the beginning here. We have some people that couldn't get in. This is live. This is live theater. It's Zoom theater. But while we're at the end here, I just want to say thank you to some of the wonderful people who make this possible. This is an experimental work ground, an experimental theater place where we can just work on new work and present the vision and the verse of artists and actors and directors and playwrights. And since we have like a substitute cast going on, we may redo this again in the fall. It's up to Marina, the author. But we have a wonderful show for you today. Christy, our wonderful co-host. I want to thank Christy. I want to thank Carrie, another co-host, and Brandy Chapman, another co-host. And I especially want to thank our producer, Rachel, Joe Eisen for his wonderful intro music. We bring so much theater and so much art to life. So many voices, so many visions. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. And we're in our 7th year, halfway through our 7th year. So join us next time. Send me your work. I'm on Facebook. You know where I live. Send me your work. Send us to any of us. And we'll happily look at it, see if we can accommodate. Our schedule's filling up, so send it to me soon. We'll be off for 2 months. We'll be off for July and August, and we'll be back better than ever in September. But without further ado,
Let me interrupt real quick, Connie. Thank you again for this season. It's been a great season. I really enjoyed it. This is Rachel, by the way. We have another actor showed up. Queen Zorr is now on the cast, so that should make it easier for everybody.
Yay!
Hello. Unfortunately, I'm having major issues, and I don't have any of my backgrounds available.
that's great. That's okay. That's okay.
Fun.
We're happy to have you. Okay, this is
We're happy you're here.
This is as good as it gets. It's live. Like if
Hi, Queen Zorr.
our audience wasn't waiting out in front of the door. Thank you, Rachel, for bringing them in. Anybody else waiting? Okay, without further ado, we welcome you to AirPlay 21. And Christy, you want to tell us a little bit about the play, the playwright, and the players?
Absolutely. I'm going to start telling you about everyone involved, and then I'll give you a short intro to the play. Our wonderful playwright and also playing the character of Sarah is Marina Chan. Marina is a Brooklyn-based performer, playwright, and producer who has produced readings of her play, Elizabeth's Wonderland, and recently had her COVID play, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, Zoom produced by Little and Fierce Theater Company. She has also conceived and produced the Asian Americans in Theater, Art and Activism series at Asia Society and Barnard. Marina is excited to share with you this utterly ridiculous play, which she swears is by far the worst play she's ever written. Our wonderful director was Neil Chan. Neil Chan, a blooming boomer, is versed in the ancient methods of filmmaking, cutting and taping film by hand, etc. He's done some work as writer, producer, director, editor, and actor in TV and films in the US and France, most notably Eric Rohmer's The Aviator's Wife, in which Neil wrote and acted a part. Other credits include a Hong Kong film with Chow Yun-fat, and even a Japanese-themed Puerto Rican soap opera in which he played a rickshaw boy. Bad casting. This is his first garbage play. Wish him luck. Our wonderful Carrie Wesolowski is playing Sarah in Young Adult Number 2. Carrie Wesolowski is an actor, director, host, and singer, and she was born and raised in New York City. She's appeared in countless film, television, and theater productions. Carrie's recent projects include Of Connie Cupfinger.
Okay, we got some issues. Continue on. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Simon Says, a festival finalist in Playville's BTF Live and Manhattan Rep Stories Film Festival, and playing Mandy in Dermalogic, which can still be seen on Theater for the New City's YouTube channel. It's always such a joy for Carrie, co-hosting, directing, and acting on AirPlay. We also welcome back Juan Perez, who plays Jerry in Young Adult Number 1. Juan has performed in theatrical and cinematic productions for over a decade. Juan parlayed his memorable performance as Bernardo in Jose's place into the uniquely manic lead in La Casa Loca via Maverick Entertainment. Juan currently produces videos for corporate clients and artists in Los Angeles. Larry Parker, Larry and King Zorr. Larry Parker is a graduate of Columbia University with a BA in Theater Arts, summa cum laude. He performs in local theater and can be found auditioning and working in commercials and television. Before acting, Larry served as a United States Reconnaissance Marine, New York City firefighter, and competed as a USA All-American Ironman triathlete. Anna Roman is playing Queen Zara. Anna Roman is a graduate of William Esper Studio, a New York-based actress, and she began her career as a dancer and segued into acting when she fell in love with the process and camaraderie she discovered during rehearsals for her university's production of West Side Story. Currently, she can be seen in What We Found, directed by Ben Hickernow, streaming on Amazon. Now, if you can bear with me, I just want to give you a very short synopsis about our wonderful play, Two Lovers, written by Marina Rebecca Chan. To provide a little context, Two Lovers was written to be a completely ridiculous, silly play in response to a writing prompt. That writing prompt was, we've all watched a play, movie, or TV show that was so bad it was good. We want you to emulate that. We're looking for plays with unfollowable plots, meaningless dialogue, blatant inconsistencies, physically impossible stage directions, characterless characters, and absolutely no deeper message whatsoever. Think about what makes a good story and do the opposite. The prompt was given by Brooklyn-based Revere Occasion Theater Company, essentially asking playwrights to write a quote, unquote, garbage play during these times, so silly that it would simply make us laugh again. And without further ado, we are happy to bring you Two Lovers. Bear with me. Sorry, computer issues abound. All right, here we go. Play in one act. Time, end of the world. Place, planet Zoran. Earth, Larry's apartment, a rocket ship, a coal mine on Earth, Mars. Scene 1, planet Zoran, the royal chambers. King Zorr and Queen Zara are eating bubbles and squeaks out of a gold patty.
You will disguise yourself as other Zorras.
But I'm not one of them. I'm your queen. Oh, look. Look at this squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Stop it, stop it. You sound like a pig. Keep that up and the humans won't be able to tell.
Because I'll fit right in.
And the other Zaras will pretend too and do the napping.
Kidnapping.
We'll have hordes. Come, put that squeaking bubble down and let's go.
One moment.
She blows a bubble the size of a boy.
Now I'm ready. Earth will be ours.
King Zorr and Queen Zara turn into sloths and float over to Earth. Scene 2, Earth, Larry's apartment. Larry is cooking steak and Sarah is setting the table and pouring Cabernet.
Oh, oopsies! Spilled some. Ooh. Ew. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. Beautiful Cabernet. Oh, feel delirious. Oh my goodness. It'll be the end of the world.
Give him a blue pill.
Isn't he our guest?
Jerry owes me 10 grand.
I would have invited my friend with that father. You know, the one with the thumb.
Ooh.
He's hot, but not as hot as Larry.
But I'm your father.
I meant Jerry.
Yo, hello, anybody home?
Remember, we're getting that money back, whether we live or die. Got it?
Larry opens the door. Jerry and Sarah walk in.
Jeez, we were wondering if it left already.
Mmm. Is that salmon I smell?
Steak.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And that's the Cabernet.
That real meal. Gotta give it to you, laddie.
Get them up, Jerry.
Go big or go home, am I right? Anybody? Anybody?
Pickles. I'm sorry, Sarah. I know you're the wife.
And you were pooping in your diaper when he was getting his PhD. Larry, you sure that's not salmon? So, how are we going to do this?
The Omniscient One made a hoop today.
Make us forget it's our last supper? About time. How old are you, laddie?
Today's my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. And to think that 24 years ago you were born. How does that make you?
24.
What, laddie? You got your whole life to live.
I, for one, think this whole launching will be great.
Suddenly, a small rocket ship flies through one of the windows and lands on the floor behind the couch. But no one sees.
Have you already packed?
Everything but the kitchen sink. And the kitchen sink.
Sarah passes around the wine glasses.
Yeah, I'll take some. Some more, but I'm already as delirious. Right, Jer? Because you know what I didn't forget to pack? My frozen eggs.
Nothing's gonna happen to you.
Just in case. That smells really gross. Come, Jerry, get a whiff.
You hear that?
Sarah goes behind the couch and Queen Zara kidnaps her, puts her in the rocket ship, and takes on Sarah's appearance, unbeknownst to the others.
I mean, your hair is gorgeous. May I play with it?
Sure.
Queen Zara does so, then sees the steak and eats one whole.
My, our lad, they can really eat, can't they?
I like you.
Take him instead.
No, like really like you. And your hair. I want your hair. Give me your hair!
Queen Zara pulls off Sarah's hair and uses it to hide her privates.
What have you done?
What? Bald? You never told me you were bald.
I'm not. Oh my gosh. I am as bald as a bowling ball. Oh, you still love me, right?
Yes. Hey.
You? I mean, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I love your wife.
Laddie, I don't know what to say.
I love making love to her.
Okay.
It gets worse, Jeff. I like making love to her till she'll be coming round the mountain when she go. Please, please don't say anything, okay?
Okay. Wow, this is awkward. So awkward. So it was Mr. Big.
No, as far as I'm concerned, it was climate change.
Last I recalled, it was the cacti.
And World War III, don't forget.
No. It wasn't the terrorists. It was the lack of water, for crying out loud. No more resources. That's why we're all being shipped off to Mars. Mars has water, red sand beaches, and all. It even has life.
The Omniscient One is lying. Lying, I tell you.
But he's omniscient, but knows all.
He knows as much as dumpsters. Mars doesn't have anything.
How would you know?
Because I'm not Sarah.
You're not?
You're not.
Queen Zara of planet Zorr. And you must come with me.
Derek faints into Larry's arms. Scene 3. Darkness. The voice of the Omniscient.
I am the Omniscient One, all-knowing, capacious, and wide. I'm watching you, and yes, you, behind the curtains, behind the doors. Who am I? You secret safe with me. Your planet is dying, so to Mars. Not Mars, but Mars. The planet with the rings. You know, I know Mars too, like I know Earth. It has water and beaches, and you can even build a golf course if you want to, just like Earth. Mars will be the next one to save humanity. But let go, let me guide you. Follow me.
Scene 4. Queen Zara's rocket ship. It's flying in space.
Great. And now I'm seeing things. Larry dancing and twirling around.
I'm dancing, I'm twirling around.
Hearing and seeing things. Great. How much longer?
I love you like my own, but you're impatient. Are all humans impatient like you?
Yes.
That's my husband. Don't trust him.
How about I eat him?
You trust this alien. What's the color of your skin anyway? Why ain't it green like normal aliens?
That's racist, honey.
Gary reaches out to touch Queen Zara, but she turns his hand into a nose.
Hey, what was that for?
So you can smell danger better. You're not very good at that.
You're saying we shouldn't have come with you?
I'm saying that you should trust me.
Suddenly, the rocket ship has turbulence really badly.
Woo!
Whoa, what was that?
Hold on, we just entered the magnetic highway. Last stop before interstellar space.
Where are we going?
At that, Queen Zara's crown free falls to the ground, landing with a thud. Immediately, Queen Zara vanishes into thin air.
It's the demon, my demon.
Scene 5. Earth. A coal mine. Young adults shackled and shoeless and working hard to gather coal. Huh?
This is all so insane. I don't get it. And there's also no Wi-Fi, which sucks.
They took our phones. What's the use of having Wi-Fi?
It's a human right. This is so unfair.
That's unfair. Our parents get to vacation in Mars and we're kept here like captives. I never trusted the Omniscient One. Not for a second. You know, he's really Mr. Big.
No, I overheard. He's this alien, like this weird alien from outer space. Like really weird.
Suddenly, a flock of sloths come out of nowhere and prey on them all.
Ouch! Ouch! Get away from me! Get away from me! Ouch! Ouch! Get away from me!
Ah!
Oh.
Put those back! Call 911!
911 doesn't exist anymore.
Hey, maybe we could make a phone.
Like with coal?
They stole my cheese.
What school did you go to again?
I went to all the Ivies, so I wouldn't be talking if I were you. Ah!
Suddenly, the sloth returns as a giant sloth and eats Sarah alive.
He stole my bra!
Then all the sloths morph into King Zorr. King Zorr is a little late.
Hi, I'm King Zorr. Roar! Everybody roar! Ah, pretty good. Look, I know you're angry that we napped you and your kid parents and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Who knew Mr. here watched Seinfeld?
I can hear you and see you under your covers and your sheets. Nothing escapes me. Except my wife. Many of you seen her?
What does she look like?
What do you call them here? Never mind. Let me explain something. Each of you is your own Zara, which means you're in charge of your own lives. This is an illusion. Believe in yourselves, because you're not my captives. If we could all just live in peace and accept one another and strive for the greatest things in our universe, we would be a better world. So, here is to mimosas.
Yay!
Woo, yay! Woo, cheers!
Hugs around. Give me a hug. If only my dad taught me not to hate like that.
Everybody should be like you, King Zorr.
Yes. Oh, hearing your words, young adults, makes all of this worth it. Completely worth it. Now, where's my coal?
Scene 6. Mars, rocket ship in the back.
Oh, what odd way. My mother always told me there'd be days like this. She never told me I'd have to be walking around like my Uncle Scotty. Oh, I could sure use a bevy right now. Or a fizzy pop. Anything. My throat's dry as a porch valley. Sarah, where are we?
Oh, this is Mars for sure. Look how the ground is so red. Queen Zara was right. No beaches.
Where do you think she went anyway? Wasn't she rescuing us?
From what?
Ourselves. You know, that laddie sure sleeps a lot. It's been years. Doesn't he want to come out and see it for himself? Oh, look! There comes Queen Zara, all bright and shiny.
Larry, disguised as Queen Zara, appears from the rocket ship. He rushes at Jerry, swallows him whole, and then peels off his disguise
Oh,
and smiles at Sarah.
Oh, at last! We can finally be together!
Bring it in.
Mwah. Well, that's the end of the play.
Thanks for listening. Join us next week. on AirPlay.